Hello, 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 and welcome to Courageously Kind. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Liz. We're twin sisters and best friends.
Together, we share stories of especially kind humans doing especially kind things, in hopes that these conversations motivate and inspire you to be kinder to yourself and others. When we're not speaking with an incredible guest, we'll speak directly from our hearts about what it means to us to be courageously kind.
So a couple weeks ago, we chatted with Pamela, who had a show called Kind Time. That really got me thinking a lot about Kind Time. And not just like this amazing program that she does, but how we all are spending our time and are we using it in the best ways. This summer, I am trying to limit my screen time, and it has been so hard. Let me tell you, I am on TikTok and Instagram for hours every single day. And I mean, my weekly average is like over 5.5 hours. It's really bad. You can, if you have an iPhone, you can go and see your screen time for the day, and it sections it off into social medias, entertainment, business uses, and I spend so much time on TikTok and Instagram. I try and justify it by I'm promoting a podcast or I'm filming TikToks, but really, I am just scrolling on my phone for hours every day. And maybe you feel this way too, and maybe you're feeling kind of like stuck on your phone. No offense, silly, you might be saying, Liz, just turn your phone off, go outside, leave your phone. But really, I feel like your phone can become almost like an addiction. Like, it is the first thing I see when I wake up. It's the last thing I do before I go to bed. I'm constantly thinking about it. Honestly, if my phone is not in my pocket, my hands start to sweat. I get a little clammy. And I'm not sure. Maybe it's because my generation has all grown up with phones in our pockets for most of our lives. But for some reason, I just feel really stuck to my phone. And for a long time, when I'm really busy, like in school, I'm not thinking about how much time I'm spending on my phone. But I think when I come home for the summer, I am on it 24/7. I'm aware that I'm on it all the time. Like I said, I spend at least 4 or 5 hours time. I say, I really love to learn how to do that, or I really love to read. One of my New Year's resolutions was to read more. Guys, I think I've read 4 books this year, and we're more than halfway through the year. I should be reading tons more. But I always tell myself, I don't really have the time. I'm busy, I get up, go to work, all those things. You have all these things on your to-do list. Somehow, I still find 5.5 hours of my day to scroll on my phone. I don't want to make our phones and social media out to be the bad guy here. Obviously, we have a podcast, and nobody would know about our podcast if it wasn't for social media. We have grown immensely on platforms like TikTok and Instagram, and again, nobody would hear these words of encouragement without social media, so I don't want to bash anything like that. But I've been noticing recently that I'm on my phone when I don't even want to be. I'm sitting there scrolling thinking, I really want to bake cookies, or I really want to go do this, I really want to go for a walk, I want to read a book, and for some reason I find myself, instead of doing things that I want to do, I find myself on my phone. So, today is Sunday, the start of a new week. I am trying to limit my screen time. I'm actually trying to play a trick on my brain and try and save my screen time for the end of the day. I love to scroll on TikTok for hours at night. I love it. It feels like me time. It feels like alone time. I love it. So, I'm trying to trick myself into saving that time for the evening. But you know what? After a couple hours without it, I find myself not missing it that much. And I know we all need to use social media. I guess we don't have to, but we all can use social media for good. We are huge champions of that. However, your time is your time. I think the beautiful thing about that is that, yes, we can all scroll on social media and we can be inspired by social media. We can be empowered. Maybe, it is a distraction. Maybe you need a good distraction, and that's okay too. I'm not saying, throw your phone in the river. But I am saying that your time is very, very valuable, and know that our lives are very, very short in the grand scheme of things. So this week, if you have one takeaway from this episode, just let it be that you can spend your time doing whatever it is you want to do. But maybe rethink that you really want to spend time on your phone. Ask yourself, is there anything else I want to do? Is there anything else that would bring me more joy? Less comparison? Less stimulation? Less anxiety? And if there is something in your mind, that hobby, maybe it is even a TV show, You know, Maddie and I joke, well, we're going to limit our screen time. What's on TV? You know? And that kind of sounds counterintuitive. But if there's anything else you want to be doing, I just encourage you to do that this week. Pick up a new skill, try something new, meet an old friend for lunch. Like, it could be anything under the sun. But I guarantee you, when you put that phone down, even when you turn it off, y'all, I never turn my phone off. I just have it in, like, sleep mode. I never actually push the buttons and slide the buttons and turn it off. I promise you, when you do, after that initial shock of, oh my gosh, I'm not getting notifications, nobody can get a hold of me, I guarantee you're going to feel a little bit of peace. And I encourage you to sit with that peace today. Hope you're all having a great summer. Maddie and I are grinding away. We're doing a ton of interviews. We are actually even splitting up responsibilities for doing these mini-sodes so that everything gets done on time. But we love y'all. Have a great week, and we will see you back here real soon. Love ya. Bye. We'd like to give a huge thank you to Anna Waltz Landscape Contracting for their support of Courageously Kind.
Anna Waltz is a family-owned landscape contracting company in Berks County that has served Pennsylvania for over 35 years.
If you're ready to get your landscaping project started, visit annawaltzlandscape.com or call 610-916-7070.
Anna Waltz Landscape Contracting, beautifying Pennsylvania 1 yard at a time.
Thank you so much for listening. If you like this episode, feel free to share it with your friends, your family, or anyone you think might like it too.
And if you want to support the show, leave us a review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. It really does help. Or check out our merch store at courageouslykind.org. Take good care, and we'll see you back here real soon.